Well, hello, everyone. I want to welcome you to the call today. My name is Dr. Michele. I'm from Tennessee, and I want to talk to you today about a company based out of South Florida called Goodlife. Now, Goodlife is a wholesale travel club that rewards independent business owners, or what we like to call IBOs like us, to spread the word about our incredible benefits and financial opportunities the company offers. Now, as an IBO, we can order and distribute what we call VIP club cards, which are the ultimate lead generation and or customer appreciation tool for businesses, friends, strangers, absolutely everyone. Now, I want to tell you first a little bit about my story and how I found Goodlife. I was actually the recipient of one of these gifts, this $200 hotel VIP savings card, and that's how I initially heard about Goodlife. My husband and I are both chiropractors, and we're always looking for ways to incentivize patients through patient appreciation or even just to increase referrals. And just like any business who has customers, clients, employees, or whatever, you're always needing cost-effective ways to increase sales and those referrals. So a couple weeks before Christmas this past year, I got a call from a friend of mine in Canada. He just called me up and said, "Hey, aren't you going on a trip next month?" I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "Well, I'd like to give you a gift." I said, "A gift for what?" He said, "I want to give you a $200 hotel gift card for your trip." I said, "Oh, my gosh." Naturally, I said, "Thank you so much." And then he said, "No, Michele, listen, don't thank me, because when you save that $200, the company's actually going to send me $100. And that's pretty good for both of us. So hurry up and use it, will you?" So after he said that, well, I guess you can probably imagine what I said next, right? How do I do that? How do I get some of those cards? How much do they cost? And when he told me that I could get these cards for just 8 to 20 cents, depending on how many I needed, my mind really started turning about all the ways I could utilize these gifts within my own business. I immediately saw this not as something new to build. I just didn't have time for that, but as an opportunity to add ancillary revenue to my existing business. And the purpose of me sharing this little story with you today is to show you the simplicity of this, should you decide to tap into more of the business side of this that we're going to talk about in just a minute, way above and beyond just the $100 back to you for each card that's used. But my point here is that my sponsor didn't even recruit me. I recruited myself. So after that, I started looking into the usage of the cards because I thought, if this is as good as it sounds for the consumer, then we may just be onto something here. Because imagine being able to give a customer or client a gift that's valued at $200 that costs you 20 cents at the most to give to them. Before you even consider a return, that is one sweet deal. I saw production of customers written all over this. So I actually booked a hotel myself to see how simple it was, and then I learned that the company has a 110% guarantee on these cards. If the consumer finds a lower price on their hotel anywhere on the internet on any site, then the company will not only match it, but they'll give them an additional 10% of the difference. That spoke volumes to me. So let me tell you how the cards work. The person goes online to the website on the card, activates the card with their name and email, and they choose wherever they're going to travel. They just put in the date and the place they're going, and they'll see a list of all the hotels available for that location with the discounts sorted by the best deal. Each result will show the average internet rate as well as the special VIP savings. Then they just book and save on their hotel right there on the site using the activation code on the front of the card. Now that code is connected to the person that gave them the card, so the company knows who to pay the referral commission to. So let's say there's a $30 off a night savings on the hotel they choose, and they're going to stay for 4 nights. Then that is a $120 savings to them. And they can use the card over and over again until that $200 is used up. Then whatever amount that person saves, the company is going to pay you or whoever gave the person the card half of that amount as they save it. And the greatest part about all this is since that code is always tied to the person who gave the card away, then the company can work on that person's behalf. From that point forward, the company is working for us. We couldn't possibly track all of these cards we hand to anyone, complete strangers. And after that card is used, the company is going to send that person an email asking them if they would like additional cards or if they would like to know more about the discounts or services they offer, thus giving them additional opportunities to either save or earn with Goodlife. That is genius, just absolutely genius, because you could give someone a card in the Walmart parking lot. A perfect stranger could end up possibly ordering 100,000 cards or becoming an IBO on your team. So after seeing all this, I really began to think about all the people I knew, especially those who were business owners, and I began to ask them how this might increase their bottom line in their business. And the response has simply been overwhelming. In fact, I recorded a separate call alongside this one that gives tons of ideas about how to utilize this VIP card within your own business or the business of others, and I'll give that number out at the end of this call, so have a pen and paper ready. But I think that call really helps give everyone some great insight about how to duplicate this from a business standpoint. And you certainly don't have to be a business owner to be part of this program, but everyone knows other businesses they use that would benefit from a program like this, like maybe even your hairdresser, real estate agent, etc. And there's some great examples on this call you can use that might help you build your own business here in Goodlife. So, like I said earlier, there is much more reward in this, well above and beyond just the $100 you receive on the usage of each card used. And the way you do that is to become an IBO. I like to say that the card is the sizzle and the IBO is the steak. The IBO allows you to leverage the time and efforts of others, and most people understand the concept that it's better to have 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of your own. There are 3 different ways to come in as an IBO. There's a silver, gold, and platinum IBO. The platinum IBO maximizes your income and gives you the most benefits. And I'd probably say about 98% of those on my team are at the platinum level. There is a big difference in income. This level is $279 one time and $59.95 a month for your membership starting the second month. Now, your membership includes benefits well beyond just the hotel savings. You also get discounts on online shopping, dining, entertainment, flights, rental cars, cruises, fantasy, staycation, and resort condo getaways, and even a personal travel concierge. Your concierge can coordinate all your trips for you, putting together the hotel and airline that's right for you, along with a rental car or whatever else you might need for that trip. That alone is a huge time savings. And again, if you find a less expensive price, you have that 110% guarantee. Now, the gold IBO is $179 one time and $39.95 a month. The silver IBO is $129 one time and $9 a month. Now, let's talk about how to make the money and the differences between each IBO position. And keep in mind, you can upgrade to a higher level anytime you want just by paying the difference. And that will give you more benefits, and it will also give you a raise in your earnings because you definitely don't want to leave any money on the table. Okay, so we get paid in multiple ways. We earn money from the cards, like I said, upfront money, residual money, and even more residual money and bonuses too. The additional residual money is from what we call our legacy tree, which I will talk about in just a second. But not only do you receive $100 when your cards are used, but you also receive $25 on anyone's cards you refer to the program per card. Also, all IBOs are placed into a network. It's called a 2x20 matrix, but really all you have to know about that is that it holds over 2 million potential positions in it, okay? And you receive $1.25 per card per person. Additionally, within this network, above and beyond all your personal and all your own cards. Okay, so just on the cards, that's outrageous. So think about this for a minute. What if just one person fell within this structure who bought 100,000 cards? My sponsor has done that multiple times over. Do the math on this. That is leveraging at its greatest. And every single month, you also receive a residual income from the membership fees of every single person within this same structure, within that same $2 million. And you don't have to figure out the placement of any of this. The computer just automatically does that as people come in. Also, we receive upfront quick pay bonuses when we refer other IBOs. A platinum IBO earns 3 tiers of these quick pay bonuses: $75 on their own personals, $50 on all of those personals, and $25 on all of those personals. And the number of contacts that you and others refer can be unlimited. So the quick pay bonuses alone can account for a full-time income. And it did just that for me in just the first month. In fact, I had a comment in my check in just the first week, simply by inviting some folks to an informational overview just like this one. But that's not even what I'm most excited about. When I see so many people putting an extra $500 to $1,000 in their pocket in one 2-week pay period who have never been able to do that before, that's what says it all for me. Okay, so Gold IBOs receive 2 tiers of these quick pay bonuses, and Silver IBOs receive 1 tier. So there's a big difference in income between the IBOs, like I said. And if you want to maximize your income, you'll want to get to the Platinum IBO level. There's just a lot more residual there as well, too. Now, I'm not even done yet. Let me tell you about my favorite part, and in my opinion, what will put a padlock on your residual income. And that is a feature here called the legacy tree. Everyone loves residual income because that's where you get paid month after month for something you did just one time. But no one loves the roller coaster ride of people getting on and off of auto ship because that just leads to dropout, and that's never good. So let me tell you how they have created a true retention buster here called this legacy tree. The legacy tree is a company-wide time-stamped bonus genealogy, and you qualify it for coming in as either a gold or a platinum IBO and referring just 2 others who do the same. And again, you can do that simply by inviting a few people to hear the replay of this call. That's what we do. And once you're time-stamped in this legacy tree, then everyone in the entire company-wide, who also has their 2, comes in underneath you into this structure. This is a separate structure than your own 2x20. This is a completely separate company-wide structure. And this enables you to receive a cut of every card used company-wide, which becomes a passive income to you. And the sooner you get on this legacy tree, the more of this cut that you get. And your only requirement to stay on this tree, on this legacy tree, is to stay active with your monthly membership. So let me ask you a question. Why would anyone quit once they're time-stamped on this legacy tree? That's why I call this a retention buster, which will secure your residual income by eliminating the ups and downs that you may have experienced in the past in other businesses. This is just genius. But for those of you who would like to go on and share it with more than just 2, there is so much more here. Leadership rewards that range anywhere from trips to a $70,000 car to even a cash bonus up to $1 million. The potential is just endless. And we get paid here by either a check or direct deposit 2 times a month. And due to the nature of the simplicity here and how it is duplicating, many people are getting a position for their business, themselves, the spouse, and all the family members, all the people in their family that are 16 years old and over. This is a simple way to get legacy tree qualified immediately. So there are definitely many ways here to strategize. Guys, this is a very real opportunity for so many, whether it's inside or outside the walls of your own business. And the timing just could not be better than right now, while very few even know about it. Be one of the first to get yourself time-stamped on this legacy tree as we build this out to millions of others. Okay, so how do you do this? Well, it's simple. There's no training required here. It's travel. Everybody understands that. So we don't have anything at all to explain. In fact, you don't want to explain anything. Details simply do not duplicate. All we need to do is forward a simple message out to our friends and business contacts, either through text, email, or social media, and then follow up with your sponsor or another team member to get their questions answered and help them get their own site and get started. That's it. Expose people to info and follow follow up to help them get started. And the message is simple. And we can get a copy out to all of you guys on the call who don't have one. Just contact your sponsor, and they can get it from me or one of the other team members here. But basically the idea behind this little message is something simple like this. Hey, Mary, listen, I found a way to increase referrals and drive more customers to my business, and I thought it might be good for your business as well. Hey, check out these 3 steps and let me know your thoughts. Now, step 1 is a 3-minute video. That 3-minute video is so powerful. That alone gets people's attention. That shows you how you can simply and cost-effectively incentivize customers, clients, patients, or employees with a 20-cent gift while at the same time adding ancillary revenue to your business. Now, step 2 is this call right here. The number you dialed in today, 563-999-2099, is the recording of this call with the access code 445228#. And then you press pound again when you're prompted to hear the latest recording. And this call is about how the money's made and how we get started. Step 3 is a call I just recorded for everyone that I spoke about just a minute ago that will give you and your contacts ideas on how to implement these gifts. I hope you have a pen and paper ready. This is a call I did with a contact of mine named Tom Owen, who is the president of Advanced Management for Chiropractors. And I interviewed him about what he does to help chiropractors all over the country, what specifically attracted him to Goodlife, and how he sees these VIP gift cards being utilized on a day-to-day basis within any business. He was so gracious to spend this time with me, and I believe this call is a must here to broaden your thinking on different ways. You can use this to expand your business in Goodlife, so that's a great tool. Okay, so this call, if you're calling this directly, can be accessed by dialing 605-475-3257. Again, that's 605-475-3257. The access code is 600629#. And again, you just press pound to hear that last recording. And by the way, your leaders have this simple 1, 2, 3 message with available links in it rather than these phone numbers. So just get with them on that resource to use to send out to all your contacts. So again, that's all we do here. Just expose others to this little message that's already here for you, and then follow up to see if they've had a chance to check it out and get their questions answered and help them get started. Speaking of getting started, let me end with that right now. To get started, just get back with the person who invited you to this call and get their website. Go to their link, click Enroll Now. That's the top orange button, the orange button at the top of the page, and then you'll see 2 options, either members or IBOs. The difference is simple. They both enjoy benefits, but only IBOs make money. So to make money, click IBOs. After you click Enroll Now, click IBOs, just confirm your sponsor, pick your IBO package, and fill out your info. And I'd like to be the first to welcome you here to the Goodlife. Guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.